Now we're going to start with our garland. This is a beautiful garland that we have here. It's frosted, got some pine cones on there. It's mixed between pine and cedar, and it's got a heavy base to it, so it really will stay pretty much where you put it. So we're going to coil it in and make it into a wreath form, but I'm going to leave this little tail hanging down. It's important that you leave this tail on this, and you will see when we go to add this to the tree. Now we're going to take our cable ties, zip ties, and get both of your cable ties on, and then remove the excess. Nice and tight. Go in there with your wire cutters, clip it off. Now I have a wreath form, so now I've got this started. Now we're going to go back and add some more items to it. And you need to remember where the cable ties are. This is where all of our stems are going to radiate to. We are going to take 2 branches. This is a birch branch that I really like. And we're going to lift our wreath and put it underneath and have it come right where the cable ties are. Now we're going to do the other one, but this time we're going to put it and layer it over the top of the wreath. And the reason for that is now I have 2 stems. One stem in front of the wreath, one in the back. So this now will help support it when I put it on top of the tree. If I just put the wreath up there and try to anchor it, the wreath is going to fall this way or fall that way. So this way your stems will help support it and anchor it in place. Now we're going to take our last stem, which is a piece of pine that matches this wreath, and we're going to bring it off to the opposite direction of our little tail that's coming down. And we're going to give it a little bit of a slight bend so it mimics the direction of our stems. We're going to go in with 2 cable ties, slide it underneath all 3 stems and over the wreath. We're going to do that one more time for that extra security in there. Cut off our excess. And now, as you can see, I have my stems, the wreath, a tail this way and a tail this way. These stems are what I'm going to anchor it to the tree. And now that I've got it in there, I want the stems to be more perpendicular to the wreath and not so much on an angle. So now you can take your hands and slightly bend these. Again, we're going to take 2 more cable ties to hold these stems together. That way, when I insert it into the tree, I have a better chance of them staying together and not. It'll be more difficult if they start coming apart. Remove the excess. I'm going to take the owl that's got a little bit of the brown collar around his face, and we're going to place it right on top there. Add another cable tie. That way everything stays very tight and very secure. You don't want anything to fall off, especially from the top of your tree. And add one more to keep this stem together with those bottom ones. Remove that extra piece. And you can see now I have an owl that's resting, and let me drop it down here so you can see it, inside of my wreath form. Now let's go add it to our tree. Well, let's add it to our tree. I'm going to bring my second owl with me. We're just going to lay it in the tree in the back so I have it when I'm ready. Go up one more step. Remember, you have this long stem. It's so easy. Just take the piece, run it straight down through along the pole. Take your offhand, guide it through carefully. Get it to where you want it. A little bit of shaping. I did add a bow onto it because I wanted a little bit of ribbon, and the ribbon also helps hide some of the mechanics of the cable ties. Now go back in, cable tie it to the tree so you can secure it. Then we're going to take our extra owl, and I wanted to let it rest on this piece that's coming down, so I thought if I had that extra little stem, and this is a wired stem, so I'm just going to twist it a little bit around there And there you go. Our two friendly owls are sitting pretty at the top of this tree.